Sage.
Hi, Dani.
How are you?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Hi, everybody. Welcome
Hello.
back.
Yes, welcome back to Silence of the Hags.
Yes, and we're your hags. Woo! Oh my god, we did it.
We didn't do it last episode.
Oh my god. At all?
No.
Ooh!
I realized when I was editing, I was like, oh.
Oh no.
Oh,
well,
no.
guys, we're your hags this time, last time, and every time.
Yes.
If you see that little pink square, it's us. We're your hags. Hello.
Yes. Hello. What have you been up to this week?
Actually, this is my third day off in a row.
Oh my god.
I know.
Wow.
Because Remembrance Day is tomorrow.
Oh, yes.
So,
yes.
yeah, I got an extra day off for the holiday, and I work tomorrow, so I think I
Nice.
get time and a half.
Nice. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, right?
Sure do.
Killing it. I'm super excited for my next paycheck.
Yeah.
So I've been making a skirt. I've been baking. What else have I been doing? I cleaned my room, mostly.
Nice.
I reorganized my makeup. But that's about it, really, because if you guys haven't heard, which I would be surprised if you haven't heard by now, there's new COVID restrictions, so
Yeah,
I
BC.
can't go anywhere.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going out for dinner tonight, but it's an outdoor venue, so
Yeah.
we're staying distanced.
Yeah.
Don't yell at me.
My best friend's wedding got canceled.
Yeah.
I feel so bad.
It's
But I
super
mean,
sad.
I think, like, it was already so restricted and reduced because of COVID. Like, I
Yeah.
honestly am just like, maybe it's just for the better.
Yeah,
you
and
know,
then,
like,
she can have more people.
Less stressful,
hopefully.
too,
Totally,
you know?
totally. Yeah, well, that's about it for me. What else, other than your friend's wedding being canceled, what else has been happening for you?
Oh, God. I don't think I genuinely, like, was just running around all freaking weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, I dyed my stepsister's hair yesterday.
Oh, how'd it go? Oh, yes.
It went
You
really
did
well. Yeah.
what did you call it again? Raccoon tail?
Yeah, the raccoon tail. She said she wants to be a scene kid, but she doesn't have the confidence to be one.
Benny, no!
I
You
know.
just do it, girl.
I
The confidence
know.
will come. Fake it till you
Yeah.
make it.
I
Oh my
know.
god, you little
Like,
sweet scene
angel.
angel.
Yeah. So
Ugh.
she's got the, like, old school, like,
Yeah.
scene raccoon tail in green and purple, and then she's
Green
got
and
some,
purple.
Yeah, she's got some green and
love
purple
this.
streaks on the other side.
Do you have a picture?
I do not know. I'm going back on Thursday to touch up the purple.
Can you please take a picture? I
Yes,
really
I
want
will.
to see. I bet she's
I
so
will.
freaking cute.
She is so cute.
Such a sweetie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I found this new podcast. It's super freaking cool.
Oh, tell me about it.
Yeah, it's a Canadian podcast.
Oh, we love our Canadians.
I know,
Are they
yeah.
ladies? Are they
They
men?
are ladies.
Oh, we
It's
love Canadian
also
ladies.
two best friends.
Oh my god!
I know.
Can they be our new best friends? I love this. Okay, what's it
Yeah.
called?
The Murder Vibes podcast.
Ooh,
Yeah,
murder
so
vibes.
it's all about, like, underreported cases and crimes
Oh.
that, like, aren't as well known in, like, the true crime
mhm.
community. So, like, a lot of things that you wouldn't normally hear on a true crime podcast because it's not, like, super big and, like,
Oh, that's
covered by the
fun.
media. So they do, I guess, like,
Like
indie
little
true
guys?
crime.
Indie true.
That's the best way I can
The
describe
Murder
it.
Vibes Indie True Crime Podcast. I
Yeah.
like that. I like
Yeah.
that. I'm sorry if we're genrering you wrong, but that sounds
Yeah,
good. I
Murder
like
Vibes
that.
indie true crime.
Interesting.
Yeah, and they release every Wednesday, so they're nice and consistent.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
love
it's
that.
like these girls like Kiara and Angela. Yeah, it's a super cute podcast.
I'll have to check it
I really
out.
enjoy it. The episodes are really lovely, and they've got like good banter, you know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
well,
very enjoyable. So you guys should check it out if you guys want some like
maybe we'll
indie true crime.
Yeah. Maybe we'll at them in our episode post if you guys want to see
of
them.
course. Okay, yeah. What are we talking about today?
Today we are going to do some horror movie reviews for you. Wow. So yeah, I think this is our first like movie review that we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
We've kind of done, like, we've talked about our favorite movies and stuff like that, but we haven't really like reviewed them. We've just told you they're good and to watch them. But yeah, so I'm just gonna say full stop. Listen up, y'all. I hate spoilers. I hate things being spoiled for me, but but that's what this episode is.
Yeah.
So if you hear the title to these movies and you want to watch them and you don't want to, stop listening.
Yeah.
This is your free stop listening to this episode if you don't want spoilers.
Yes.
Every other time, I don't care, listen, but I'm giving you the heads up right now. Don't get mad at me, but we're reviewing these movies, y'all. So that's what we're doing. Yeah, so I just wanted to get that out of the way. Your cats are really active today.
It's because I'm usually home at like 1, and then today I was home an hour late, so they're
like, where the hell were you?
Yeah. And usually when I get home, they don't give a shit anyways. Yeah, sorry. Pip's knocking over boxes, and
I like it. Adds a little bit of character.
Yeah.
Knowing that the cats are back there.
Yes.
All right, so do you want to go first, or do you want me to start us off?
Yeah, I'll go first.
You? Sounds good. So what are we doing? What are you?
I'm gonna be talking about a movie called The Platform.
The Platform.
The Platform. So I am the bitch who needs a movie that, like, either is so good that I can watch it and, like, you can hold my attention for the whole movie, or I need a movie that I don't have to pay attention to. There's no in between.
Yeah, you know what? Fair enough.
Yeah, I can't help myself. I don't know what's wrong with me. I have the attention span of a fly. It's really bad. So a lot of times with like movies and shows, it takes me a long time to watch them because I just can't will myself to sit down for like 2 hours and like just watch without.
Is that a new development in your personality?
I think so.
Okay, because I was gonna say I feel like maybe not so much recently, but before it would be like I'd be like, "Have you seen this?" And you're like, "Yep." I'm like, "Oh, have you seen this?"
I feel like before in my life, like I wasn't really like doing much at my job. Like, I mean, not that I'm like in a like career job anyway right now, but like I had a lot of time to like lounge, you know? And now I'm like so active that literally the only time I have to lounge is like before I'm going to bed.
Ooh,
and I don't want to watch a movie before I'm going to bed.
Yeah, that's
and
fair.
Like right now it's like I'm home, but I'm like there's so many other things I like need to be doing other than fucking sitting down and watching a show for 3 hours, you know?
Totally fair. And especially I guess now with the podcast and stuff, like if you don't know, Danny spends a lot of fucking time doing the podcast. So for shout out to you, thank you so much. You do so much. But yeah, I would say that takes up like 3/4 of your free time almost. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's got my mind is very active. Is my memory shot? Abso-fucking-lutely. What can you do?
Yeah,
keeps my life interesting, to say the very least.
Because everything's always a surprise.
Yeah, exactly. Surprise.
Yeah. All right, go. Your turn.
Okay.
Movie time.
So, The Platform. So this is a foreign film. It's a Spanish film. So you do have to pay attention if you don't speak Spanish. I think you just have to pay attention, period. Because it is a mind fuck of a movie. And this entire movie is a metaphor for just the world. And it's quite upsetting. So I'll read you a little plot summary here. In a dystopian near future with an absence of resources, people can freely go into the Hole, which is a vertical underground jail. Where after an interview to check the possible admission, the volunteer passes a determined time in exchange to acquire a higher social status. So you have one of two options. Well, you don't really have an option. You have one option and the other one is not an option. So you can willingly submit yourself to the Hole and live there, and you get there in the movie. I don't know what the direct translation was, but the subtitles were calling it a degree. But I don't think it was like actually a degree. I think it just gives you a higher social status. Kind of like that.
Oh, go ahead.
Kind of like that episode of Black Mirror, like where you have to have a certain social status to like get into places. Yeah. So they were calling it a degree, but I think the translation was just kind of weird.
Isn't that the one with the girl from Jurassic World?
Yes.
Yeah. That was
the orange-haired girl.
Yeah, she's so cute.
Yeah.
Sorry. So you go into the Hole, and then the longer you are, the higher social status. Is that what it is?
No. So you get a higher social status just by
going in
and coming out.
So you go in. The more times you go in and out, the higher you are.
No. So usually when you go in, you're there for like a year.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you leave once you complete, like if you survive and you get out, like you don't know how long you're going to be there for either. That's the other thing. You could be there for like 3 months. You could be there for 6 years. Like you don't know.
So it just kind of lets you out whenever?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the other thing that puts you in the hole is it's also prison.
Okay.
Yeah. So you don't know who you're going to be in there with. So you can subject yourself to this willingly if you want, but also if you commit crimes, they put you in the hole.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the main character's name is Garang. So he wakes up in the first scene and he's on level 48. So the whole structure, in the middle of all of them, there's like a hole. And it's basically, there's like a platform, hence the platform, that goes through the hole. And the platform, starting from level 1, has like a beautiful, like gourmet, luxurious meal that's like massive. Like it covers this whole platform. And it goes from floor 1 all the way to, I believe there are 171 floors.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, no, 252. That's
wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
So it starts with this massive pile of food on floor 1, and it usually stops for like a couple minutes on each floor.
Oh, wait, I started this movie and I didn't continue it because I think it was not in English and I was not in the state where I was prepared
able to read subtitles. Yeah. It's also one of those ones where you have to watch it with the subtitles because the English dubbing is just horrendous.
Well,
and
honestly, just never, I just don't do it with English dubbing. Trust us, don't do it.
I watch everything with subtitles.
Yeah, I watch even English movies. I watch with subtitles.
I just always have my subtitles on. I enjoy it.
I think it's important.
Yeah.
Grow your brain.
So yeah, it's like a rectangular floating platform with food for all the prisoners, downing from level 1 all the way to the bottom. So basically, the main rule is each inmate arrives at the hole with one personal object to choose from the exterior. Really sad scene. A lady chose her dog. Poor choice.
Not
that dog
good.
got maunched.
No.
Yeah, very, very upsetting. That was the one where I was like,
maybe that's why I turned it off.
The inmates they cannot take food off the platform. So if you take food off the platform, there are cameras in your room. If you take food off the platform, like you can eat, and like while the platform's there, of course, you can like kind of like step back and eat your food. But if the platform leaves and you still have food on your level, they will either literally freeze you out or like cook you out. Like it's not fucking allowed.
Jesus.
Yeah. So in like I think it was like one of the second or first or second days, like Garang keeps an apple and the room starts getting like freezing cold. And then it didn't stop until he threw the apple back in the hole.
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
So once a month when the inmates are asleep, they use gas to knock everybody out. They wake up on a different level. So they change their level once a month and it's random every time. So after a month, Garang and his roommate wake up on level 171, which the higher the number, the fucking worse it is for you because the levels go down.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and also like all of the food starts at the very bottom and the higher
it
gets
starts
up
at the top.
Oh, I thought it was the opposite. Oh, no, and then
it goes down. Yeah.
Oh,
so
shit.
like it's negative 171.
And then like the farther down, the less food there is and stuff. Ugh.
Yeah. So there's like four different kinds of inmates. So there's the upper levels who have more time with the food. They eat obviously a lot when they're up there. They get the first pick. There is the middle levels who eat the rest of the leftovers, whatever, just all the shit. And then there's the bottom levels, and like people are literally like everybody below you is worse off than you. Like you don't help the people above or below you because nobody helps you when you're below. So that's how everybody sees it, is when you're below, nobody helps you, so you don't help them. So people would literally like piss and shit on the platform and like break glass in the food. So like a lot of the food is like not even edible.
That's awful.
Yeah. It's very upsetting.
That's not even like just not being helpful. That's like going out of your way to be shitty.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So then the plot kind of like takes a turn here after you watch Garang and one of his roommates So his roommate is like crazy, and I can't remember what his roommate brought. I'm pretty sure he brought a knife. Greg brought a book. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
something to do, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, the other lady brought her dog, which isn't really much better. But then there's this other lady who rides the platform, and you can ride the platform down if you want. Like, you can leave your floor. That's allowed, as long as you're not taking food off the platform.
Just why would you want to do that? I guess so you can eat long.
So this lady, she rides the platform because she's trying to find her daughter.
Oh, no.
Because her daughter is in the hole. She doesn't know what level she's on. They got separated.
Oh, no.
This lady is a badass bee. Ain't nobody fuck with her. She kills anybody who even tries to touch her. Like,
really?
Yeah. Do not fuck with this woman. Like,
oh, my God.
She, like, killed these, like, two guys, like, tried to, like, grab her and, like, gang rape her. And she just fucking annihilated both of them and killed them both.
Good for you. Kill the rapist.
Yeah.
Fuck rapists, man.
But her and Garang kind of get this, like... He helps her, like... he ends up saving her from...
So Garang is not a bad dude.
Garang is not a bad dude.
Do we know if he's down there willingly or not yet?
Yes, he is.
He is... Oh,
yeah.
Oh, okay,
he went down there willingly.
He wanted that clout.
Yeah. So he ends up saving her life, so she's kind of like, we good. Like,
I got you, you got me.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So then at the end, I'm not going to spoil the whole end, but
okay, good, please, because I actually really want to see this.
So you start to think that the daughter is not
in there,
but then she is in there, and so they have this idea to like break the cycle of the hole is to bring an offering back up, that offering being the child. So they go on a mission, Garang and one of his roommates, to try and get the girl all the way back down, and then because the platform flies all the way back up. Mm-hmm. To the very top where like civilization is, where they load it up with food and clean everything. So they're trying to say that by getting the child back up, that it would show them how like cruel they're being, and that there is a child in there, because like a lot of people are like, there's not a fucking kid in there, like there's no way, and there actually is.
Yeah.
So they basically go on this mission to try and get her all the way back up.
Yeah, I definitely need to try and rewatch that.
Yeah, it's a really good movie. It's super. Basically, the metaphor is that it's like how the rich treat the poor.
Yeah, honestly, fucking true.
It's like a social class metaphor. The whole movie, it's phenomenal. I usually don't have the attention span for foreign films because not only do I have to pay attention, I have to read and watch at the same time, which is a lot. But this movie was like so like I was so like wrapped up in the movie. Like I literally like Nico and I watched it and like I think we were like making dinner or something, and I was like, it was like getting late, and I was like, are we like, do you want to turn this off? And he's like, no, we have to finish it tonight. And I was like, okay, good. I was like, glad we're on the same page. Yeah. So that is The Platform.
Ooh, okay,
it's a really good metaphor, like one of those movies that you have to like read into the deeper meaning of the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like kind of like a sci-fi horror, futuristic horror movie. It's very, very, very good. I would give it a solid... I'm actually going to see what Rotten Tomatoes gave it. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 79%. I think it deserves
that's
more.
Pretty good.
I think it deserves much more. I would give this movie 100%. It was phenomenal. Right. I don't usually like mystery movies, and I don't like sci-fi movies, like, at all. But this movie was so fucking good.
Yeah, okay. I mean, you have convinced me. I will probably watch that. Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. One in the next couple of days here.
First question first. Have you finished watching His House?
No.
Jesus Christ!
Well, I watched this one instead of finishing His House. And yeah, I don't watch very many movies. I usually only watch them if I'm like with the fam.
I just want to talk to you about...
Okay, fine. I'll finish it.
Fine,
I'll finish. I'll do that one.
To other than Nico. Steve, I need to talk to you.
Dad, I'll give you Danny's number. You need to call her. She needs to talk.
I just need to talk about this movie.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Fine. Either today or tomorrow, I will watch His House, and then I will watch The Platform after.
Thank you.
Deal.
Okay. I would finish His House before The Platform if you had to choose between the two.
Well, I will. Well, I'll probably just rewatch the whole movie, to be honest. Great. Thank you for that. It's my turn.
Yes,
Hey?
no worries.
So the movie I chose, coincidentally, also a foreign film. So I chose the movie Cadaver, which is a Norwegian horror film. Brand new on Netflix. I didn't realize how new it was until I tried to look into it. And there is like nothing. Like it's barely gotten anything on Rotten Tomatoes because it's so new. Like it just came out on October 23rd.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like it's new.
I haven't heard of it.
Yeah.
And it's on Netflix?
It sure is.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Netflix, suggest me better fucking movies, please. Come on.
Netflix, get your shit together.
Get it together.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna do kind of same thing as you. I'm just gonna go in and just kind of talk about the plot. First, I want to talk a little bit about the director, just because I think he's not real. Like I think he's a fake human. So it's directed by a man named Gerard Herdal, who is a Norwegian director based in LA, Los Angeles. And the reason I think he's maybe fake is because he deadass has never directed anything else besides music videos before. But in his friggin' like little write-up about himself on his website, which by the way, the website is not secured. Which is not secured. Like it's like a fucking $3 website. And it says that after making Norway's first science fiction film, he went on to create music videos seen over 170 million times, and is currently in post-production on his feature film, Cadaver. But this is his first movie.
Oh.
It's so weird. And like, what do you mean making the first science fiction film ever in Norway? There's never been a science fiction film in Norway.
I find that very hard to believe.
I do too.
Until
also,
2020?
Yeah. And like, I can't find anything about him. First of all, he's gorgy. He's a very handsome man, but he looks like he's max like 26. Like
How old is he?
I can't find it. I can't find it anywhere. He doesn't have fucking, on his IMDb it doesn't say, on his actual website it doesn't say, he doesn't have a fucking Wikipedia page. There's nothing. It's so weird. I don't think he's a real human. Durand, if that's not true, hit me up. First of all, you're stunning, and prove me wrong. I would love to see you in person. But yeah, anyways, not the point. I just thought that was interesting. But we're gonna get into the movie now. So basically, Cadaver is a post-apocalyptic movie, similar to yours. When you started talking about yours, I was like, oh, is this the same movie?
But Norwegian.
Yeah. But no. So basically, in this universe, there's just no fucking food anywhere. That's what the issue is. And at the beginning of the movie, it's two people, Jacob and Leonora, or Leo, or Jacob, I guess is how they pronounce it. Jacob. And their daughter.
I'm serious.
Jacob. Okay, so I'll say Jacob from now on. So the movie starts off with this couple, Leo and Jacob, and their daughter Alice. Okay, so basically they're just hanging out, in bed, and they're just talking about how they have no food, and how like they're reminiscing about the days when, you know, they had so much food that they just forget to eat a meal sometimes, which I mean, yeah, I can relate to that. Sometimes I just forget to eat. But anyways, yes. So they are basically just talking about how they have no food and they miss the days when they did have food. And then the next day, Leo and her daughter go out, and they're just wandering around trying to find food in this totally, like, hardcore, decrepit city, basically. That just it's a mess, honestly. It's just buildings are falling down.
Vibes.
Yeah, exactly. And they come across this hotel. They go to this hotel, which is beautiful, immaculate, well made. And there's this guy up front who's selling tickets to this show. And Leo was previously an actress. So she's super tempted by the theater, of course, and she's like, how much are tickets to this? Because they don't have any money or food, but she wants to go. And the guy says, what can you pay?
Never a good sign.
Right? Never good. Never good. So she goes home that night and she's talking to her man, Jakob. And she's like, I really want to go to this. Like, I think, like, we need to give Alice a chance to be, a kid. Like, she's living in this horrible ass life where all we do is try to find food to eat. Like, we need to give her a little bit of something. And here is the kicker about this, is it comes with a free meal with the ticket.
Ooh.
Yeah. So basically, it's dinner and a show for whatever they can manage to pay. Yes. So finally, her husband's like, I don't really want to go to this. I don't really want to do this. And eventually, she convinces him. And so they go. So they go into this beautiful hotel. Everything's crazy. It looks like a fucking 5-star resort. You have no idea. Like, you can't tell from the inside what's going on outside. And basically, anyway, so they go into the hotel. And they're sitting. Finally, this meal comes. It's delicious. They have meat to eat. They have potatoes. Fucking, yes.
Were there, like, a lot of other people there, or were they the only people?
Yes, sorry. So it's a big group of people.
Oh, okay.
And everyone is sitting at different seats. It's like a big dining room with round tables everywhere. There's probably like 20, maybe 25 tables.
Mm-hmm.
And each table area has like 2 to 4 people. And as they're going into, by the way, I forgot to mention, the guy taking the tickets says, your daughter can't come in here. And she's like, what are you talking about? Like, when I was buying the tickets, like, I asked if she could come. And the guy was like, no, this is not a show for kids. And the mom was like, well, I'm like, it's fine. Like, she can handle it. Like, we want her to go. And he's like, this is not a kid's show. And then basically the owner of the hotel comes out and says, no, it's okay. She can come in. And so they go in. And so they go through the hotel, go into this massive ballroom. They sit down, and at their table is another couple with a child. And so this couple with the child, they're dressed really nicely. They have pearl earrings. They look beautiful. And immediately, Leo and Jakob kind of get on with them, and they're chatting. And then Leo looks at the woman and goes, how did you get your kid in here? And she's like, what do you mean? And Leo's like, well, did they, like, make an exception for you, too? Like, they said, and then basically the music starts and the lights go down, and so the conversation gets cut off. And they turn around, and there is the man who said that Alice could come in, the dog, and he's standing on a big stage. And basically, he's giving the speech. He's saying, welcome, thank you so much for coming, I hope you're enjoying your meal. I'm just gonna, I want you to know how this is gonna happen. And they start handing out these golden masks, like full face masks, with just eye holes and a mouth hole. And he says, so basically what's gonna happen is all of you guys are gonna be wearing these masks, and that's how we're gonna know the difference between our guests and our actors. So how it happens is you put on your mask so we know who's who, and you're gonna walk through the hotel. And anytime you see someone without a mask on, you know it's an actor, and you're just going to observe whoever you find the most interesting. And you're going to go through the hotel, and that's the show. Just try not, don't be worried, don't be scared. Every single thing you see in this house is part of the show. Everybody who is not wearing a mask is an actor, and none of it's real. Yeah.
I don't like that already.
Yep. So they finish their meal. Everyone puts on masks, and they say, all right, follow us. The other people at their table, the man and woman with their kid, they put on the mask. Everything's great. And they start leaving and walking through the hotel. And so as they walk through the hotel, they look in different rooms, and there's different people doing things. And Jakob and Leo and Alice are looking for somebody's bedroom that they had met on the way in. And so Alice kind of keeps running ahead, and as they're walking through, they're hearing screams, and they walk by one room and they look in, and there's two people without masks on having sex, and it's just like a lot of weird things, but like basically something for everyone is there. And because you're wearing a mask, you don't have, if you want to go watch these people bone down, you don't have to feel weird about it because you got a mask on. Okay, so they continue walking, they're going, and eventually they go all the way up to the top floor, following Alice, and Alice goes into a room, and the two parents, Leo and Jakob, they hear a scream and a clatter, and they start yelling for their daughter, and they go into the room where she went in, and she's fucking gone. She is nowhere to be seen, and they can't find her anywhere. So they start running around. They take off their masks because they're freaking out, trying to find their kid. And they're trying to find the people that they were with earlier to be like, have you seen my daughter? And the woman who was at the table, eventually they run into her, and she's like, have you seen my husband? And they're like, what are you talking about? Have you seen our daughter? Like, we can't find Alice anywhere. And the woman's like, well, no, I haven't, but like, I can't find my husband or my child either. Like, something's going on. I don't know what's happening. And at that point, she's not wearing a mask either. And then they kind of split up. They're running around looking for their kids, and Leo ends up running into another, like, patron, another guest. And they're like, have you seen my daughter? I can't find my daughter anywhere. And he's holding a mask in his hand, and he looks at them, and he's like, are you an actor, or are you a guest? And she's like, we're a guest. And he's like, well, where's your mask? She's like, no, we took them off. I'm looking for my kid. Can you help me find my kid? And he just like walks away because he thinks she's an actor. I also don't want to spoil too much because it's really good. But basically, things just keep getting weirder and weirder, and Leo keeps seeing odd things, like people walking into walls, and like she, at one point, there's all these kind of old-timey pictures, painted pictures of, like, goat heads and stuff around, and at one point she sees a goat head with its eye, it's a human eye, and it ends up blinking at her, and she freaks out, and then she basically falls through the floor.
Oh, no.
And that's where shit gets real. So, I'm not going to go any more into it because I don't want to spoil it, but it is so good. And I think that you need to watch it. I think everybody needs to watch it.
I'm going to watch it tonight.
It's so good. But, like, be aware, it's slow. It's definitely, like, a slow burn movie. If you don't know, I think it's almost 2 hours, not quite.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's not super long.
Yeah.
But it's very, very beautiful. I'm totally into, like, the slower but beautiful movies. Like, I think I've talked about it before, but The Witch, or with two V's, love that movie. I die for it. It's really good. So I wouldn't say it's, like, the same caliber because it is a little amateur in a few ways, like, just the way, because, you know, if he's a real person, he's a first-time movie director. But overall, really, really just killer. It's got similar, like, vibes to A Quiet Place, kind of, I guess.
Okay.
Just, like, the way it's filmed, I would say.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful, really interesting. I feel like there's not a whole lot like it. And, yeah. I don't know. I think it's really good. So you can also imagine my surprise when I went on to fucking Rotten Tomatoes to see what the tomato meter was. And this bitch only got 33%.
What?
Yes! 33% audience score and 33% fucking critic score. But
Really?
It's brand new. It's less than a month old, to be fair.
Interesting.
So I think it's great.
I would say your review or your, like, description of the movie alone made me think it was going to be, like, a 90%.
Right? I just feel like it's, like, I really, really liked it. I watched it with my friend, and they also thought it was, like, not with them, COVID, but, like, we watched it at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And they also loved it. They thought it was so good because I don't know, it's just so interesting. The end was a little cheesy, but I liked it.
Yeah.
But
I like cheesy endings. Fuck you, Sharknado is
right?
awesome. God damn it. I don't care how cheesy it is.
Oh
I
my
like
God.
cheesy movies.
That, I don't think there is a cheesier movie than Sharknado.
I've watched all of them and I like them.
Yeah, that's very on brand for you.
I
actually haven't seen any of them. I like Hallmark movies too sometimes.
They're just, you know, they just make me feel nice and warm inside.
I feel that. They totally do. But yeah, so that is Cadaver. I would say I rated it like a 7.8 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to amend that. I'm going to say 8 out of 10. I give it a solid 8 out of 10.
Nice.
Really good. Very interesting. Not very difficult to follow. Because I have that issue too where I get distracted really easily. And I didn't have that problem with this one. So, I say go for it. It's on Netflix. Just freaking trust. Just put in the time.
I'm going to do it.
Good. And then, yeah, let me know how you like it.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like movies that are like, you know what? I'm just going to go out and say this. I don't trust Rotten Tomatoes. Fuck you,
yeah,
Rotten Tomatoes.
honestly, I don't super trust the critic score
because I feel like movies that I think are like really phenomenal don't get good Rotten Tomato scores, and movies that I think sucked got like fucking 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm like,
totally,
really?
Yeah.
Why? For what reason?
Yeah, I feel like too, like, critics are looking for a lot of different things than like audience is looking for. That's why I like that they give us both. But yeah, critics are looking for like, is the story absolutely perfect, and does every single thing match up perfectly, and was there perfect setups and perfect payoffs? And it's like, that's not right. I just want, was it good? Was it cohesive? Great.
Sorry, I'm on Rotten Tomatoes right now. His House got 100%, so you have to watch it.
I already said that. I said that when I brought it up to you.
Oh.
Jesus. Oh my God. You're too much. So yeah, I think that's us, guys. That's us for today.
Some spooky foreign films.
Yeah. Oh, also I was gonna say,
foreign films, but...
that was not planned. I was gonna say also, like, this is a horror movie, but it's not like, it doesn't give you jump scares or anything. Like,
it's
this
the same
isn't
thing about the platform.
Yeah, this isn't something that you're gonna need to like hold someone's hand while watching. It's just like, it's horrifying, like, just based off of if that were the reality, like, holy fuck, you know? So, yeah. Anywho, thanks so much for tuning in, y'all.
Yeah, we will see you again next Monday.
Next Monday!
Yes, for another serial killer episode.
Yeah, make sure to follow us at Silence of the Hags on Instagram.
Yes, ma'am.
We are on YouTube, Anchor, Pocket Cast, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and our email is silenceofthehags@gmail.com.
Silence of the Hags all across the board.
Yeah, just nice and easy for y'all. Please let us know what you think about these. If this is fun, great. If this was not fun, not great. Just tell us. We want to know. Yeah. Also, please rate and review us on
Apple.
Yeah. Give us 5 stars. We love them. We want them. We deserve them. Please.
We like stars.
We like stars.
We are stars. Woohoo!
Yeah. If you're planning on giving us less than 4 stars, send us an email. Don't do it and send us an email instead. Give us 4 and under stars on our email. That's fine.
I hope you guys watch the movies.
Yes. Yeah. Watch them. Let us know if you've already seen them. Also, let us know if you agree with our reviews or if you disagree, and for what reason. Also, if Duran Herdal is a person, let me know. I want to know.
If you know this man personally, send him our way.
In fact, if you are this man personally, fucking DM me, man. I'm into it. Okay, thanks, everybody. And we'll see you Monday.
Yes. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.